I'm feeling the message today of how you've been carrying so much for so long and you're just wanting to feel free and to feel free to feel liberated within you, in your being, and to allow that in inner expansion, in your breath, allowing yourself to move your body, to be in environments and around people where you feel safe, safe to be you, to be authentically you, to be true to yourself, to your being, to the divinity within you, to feel in expansive environments. Welcome to this location here today. I'm sat next to this tree. We've got the sea behind me in the background there. Absolutely stunning. Thank you. Beautiful tree. There's a hammock just there as well. And how important it is to feel a relaxation in your body, to feel a calm. And you can be taking action and can be moving on things that may make you feel a bit dysregulated, yet come back into the awareness of how it's serving a divine unfolding, it's serving your mission or your pathway, or that you know it's for you, that you can allow yourself that discomfort or that stress in a sense of taking you into what's bigger, what's the evolved version of you, what's asking more of you in your leadership, and how you may feel new responsibilities or that you're called up to higher somehow, that you have to show up, that you have more people depending on you or in some way. Yet you can still claim and feel the energy of liberation, expansion, and freedom within your being as you devote yourself to being the wise sage. This card had come out today on being devoted and committed, and that the energy of oneness is with you. There's a lot of truth and lots of things becoming more transparent. We're moving into those times where energetically telepathy is ramping up, that we will be able to feel things and feel the resonance of things without people needing to speak, with simply knowing and understanding which energies are in resonance with us, which people are telling the truth or living their truth, embodying their wisdom and truth, and which are not, and so on, and then making our choices from discernment based on that. Yet there is a crucial element of having grace and compassion or understanding for the law of one and how you are the universe experiencing itself. And so, therefore, everything exists within you, both light and dark and shadow. And how, if there is any judgment or criticism, it's also a reflection of something that's accessible or available or possible within you, too, whether or not you choose to confront that, to accept that, to integrate it, or to be that version of you. And you can choose not to be certain aspects of you, yet to know that they are inherently there. They do exist. Otherwise, you would not see them in the mirror. Otherwise, you would not experience them in your reality, because everything is within us. And that can be difficult. That can feel heavy on the path of shadow integration, where we may feel wronged or betrayed or in some way by another, yet to come back into the fullness of truth and knowing that we too have that potential, we could too have that power, and that we are only seeing a fragment of the full truth of that scenario, in how at times someone betraying you can be your greatest initiation into greater wisdom and to a new level of self-love, and therefore that has been a gift and a blessing. And you cannot see it during the time of pain, yet it calls you up to a new standard. It brings you into a more integrated version of you that is more loving, of that discerning version of you, and the version of you that keeps getting the invitation to keep opening your heart and to keep coming back to love. I do feel guided to speak on this quite strongly today, in how there have been even vulnerably sharing times in my own life path where I would have the perception like, oh my God, how could this person do this to me? I would never do that. And instantly to have the experience of how karmically I was opening the pathway to discover that I too had that power or ability within me. And therefore the universe can show and reveal truths to you. And so it's important that we understand that all is an act of love, all is the opportunity to return to love. All is the opportunity to remain in your heart and to remain open and vulnerable and willing to allow more love to be felt and experienced within you. Allow it to crack you open, allow you to return to love, allow you to go to your next level of relationships and friendships. And if you feel that you have been somewhat abandoned, abused, neglected, betrayed, rejected by certain energies or in relational dynamics, it's Libra season, it's shining a light on those aspects, that any connections that have fallen away or come to a close have been part of you recalibrating in your field or going to a new resonance within you where you're meeting more heart and soul aligned people, and how it's imperative. I've been feeling this quite strongly myself, even on my own journey, that it's important that you don't shut yourself off, that you don't allow these experiences to keep you from opening your heart to new energies again and allowing a new unfolding, allowing new levels of support to come in for you, that you can be more receptive and not be in periods of isolation, hermit mode, or hyper-vigilance or hyper-independence, or all of those things that can come about when we feel we've been wrong somehow or not understood by others, that you can come back into giving full love and appreciation for a new understanding of yourself and come back into cooperation. Angel card, again, cooperation and harmony with others from a new version of you, from a new level, and seeing that these connections are even more aligned, or even more authentic, or even more vulnerable, or even more transparent, or even more forgiving, have and hold the power of reconciliation and repair where conflicts can and will arise, as they do in the mess of our humanity, because we're perfectly imperfect. And the call to love keeps coming and keeps knocking, and the invitation is there to keep coming back to it, to keep coming back to your heart, to keep feeling it, to be in the energy of forgiveness, and not that you can condone certain things, yet witness and observe, perhaps admit to yourself that you too have harmed people knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, that you too have wronged someone somehow, and maybe perhaps in ways that you don't quite see. And it still exists because it could still be someone else's perception. And therefore, knowing these things, it can be profoundly humbling and bring us back into all I can truly master or control is myself. All I can truly focus on is pouring love into myself and into my own aliveness and vitality. And how connecting with your divinity and to your soul on a daily basis is your ultimate priority, that you're getting the best out of you. And you're called at this time to allow more of your aliveness and your enthusiasm to jump into your life in joy, and that how this may defy other systems and structures and people may not understand you. You may feel that others are projecting fears onto you or that you're causing harm somehow, yet you are here to be in aliveness, enthusiasm, to feel joy, prosperity, abundance pulsate through your being, to follow what lights you up, to follow what is in alignment with your truth and with your heart and your soul, to be in service, in devotion to that, and discipline, to allow yourself to truly shine from your inner leadership from the inside out. Again, I'm doing a whole event on this tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Spanish time. I'll put a link in the description box below if you'd like to get your ticket and join me for a potent transmission, a reading, a Q&A to personally interact with you, to read, scan energy, support you in clearing subconscious fears, energetic blockages, and to boldly reclaim what is unique to you and your leadership signature, how you can merge with that and lead from it in a way that feels more empowered, more fearless, and you're more confident and certain with it. And you feel elevated and ignited and supported in tribe and community together, coming to lift one another up and expand together. And through those energies merging and gathering, we amplify the potent manifestation effect, which is what makes it powerful. So do join in if you want to be part of that expansion, not only for you, but for whoever collectively joins that group. So question there for you is, if you're assuming the wish fulfilled in your body right here, right now, regardless of circumstances, regardless of how anyone may perceive you or how you're perceiving someone else, since we are all the villain in someone's story, just as someone is the villain in ours, that all exists. And once you see that and know it and understand it, you can see in a way the cosmic funny. You can come back into lightness of being. You can stop letting these energies be a density to you in your field. You can reclaim lightness of being. You can let it all go. You can know that the path is returning back to your heart and back to your love and to your joy. And that just saw a bird fly by. Free yourself from the inside out. And what would you do right here, right now, if you already had all of your needs met? If everything was unfolding perfectly? If all of your solutions were already here? How would you be feeling in the totality of your being? How would you be feeling in your full body? How would you be feeling in your stomach? How would you be feeling in your chest area? How would you be feeling in your head? How would you be feeling soothed and calm and wow, fascination, wonder, relaxation, relief, calm, deep appreciation, profound tears of thank you, God, thank you for answering my prayers. They have already been answered. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What you would do, how you would celebrate, who you would contact, who you'd want to share love with, how you'd want to give back to someone, where you would go, how you would be in expansive places, how you would visualize and intend to create on the next idea that comes to you that brings you aliveness, enthusiasm, and joy, how you could share that with others, how you could gather people together, how you could be part of feeling more love and sharing more love and uniting with others to amplify more of that love and joy and enthusiasm and aliveness, which is ultimately what you're here to experience and create and amplify every single day, regardless of what's going on. How does that resonate? From the book, as guided to its practice at the top, create space daily for quiet reflection or meditation to connect with your intuition. Ask questions about your goals and desires and listen to the subtle responses that arise. Trust your intuition is guiding you towards your highest good and joy. You're asked to embrace flexibility of flow because this leads to greater alignment, to flow with changes rather than to resist them, to trust that the universe knows the best route to your vision, even if it doesn't match your expectations. This embodied trust and certainty that all is divinely perfect makes you a powerhouse within. Observe any challenges or obstacles as opportunities for growth. Anchor back into why and your North Star. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Approach challenges with a mindset of growth, empowering yourself to overcome them again with composure and grace. And this is the creation and cultivation of a new, more refined, elevated version of you from the inside out. And then you can embody your role even more as a creator and balancing your masculine and feminine energies. More on that from chapter 11, switching from co-creator to being a more conscious creator of your reality from the inside out. From my book, Evolving Embodiment, you can get a copy in the description box below. If you step into my programs, my courses, it comes gifted. I personally send it to you with so much love, a little note and everything, because this book, and I shared in a reel recently, how I really felt that energies coming through that were channeled were messages of from a future version of me, even, and from the future that I was merging into being and living and embodying. And I didn't feel that I was truly embodying the full depth of this book yet. Yet the frequencies and energies were coming through and being made accessible and available to me. And I knew I was on the trajectory to evolving even more in embodying the wisdom in this book. It felt bigger than me. It felt totally sacred, divine. It felt the work of the sage in devotion and creation of this book. And how I'm on that pathway, and if I feel called at this time to really gather in community, gather people in person at events. I'm running an event here in less than 2 weeks on leadership and looking at people's chart and energetics and their North Node and various components that helps them test and understand whether they're truly in alignment with their unique leadership style and archetype and how they're showing up and how they're getting the results with ease through the expression of themselves and their unique soul blueprint, so they can feel even more lit up with passion and purpose in life, that they can dedicate time to their businesses and growth and abundance and monetize on their gifts while also being even more in their lives to enjoy their lives. So that spilled over into bringing their best selves to the work that they do and creating impact and adding value to others. This is beautiful. This just expands me. This makes me feel lit up with aliveness. This gives me enthusiasm. This expands my heart. And this is a calling within of knowing the more people that are living and leading themselves from what is heart-centered work, the more they abundantly receive, the more they're resourced, the more they make loving, authentic connections with people, the more they stretch and expand and grow, and the more they create their heaven on earth in more ways than one through all areas of their lives. And you cannot get there if you're truly holding on to things that it's time to let go of, to release, to liberate yourself, to not see anything as bad or wrong, to not believe that anything has been done to you, but to believe that everything has been for you. So you evolve into your greatness, your magic, and your shine. To breathe that in, to be in cooperation. I'm guided to read the description from the Sage. This card is about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and all your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body, but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now. It's important that you take some time to integrate it all so you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make notes of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. Your knowledge and life experiences can impart incredible insights to those with whom you come into contact with. And this is the energy of the Ram, the Aries full moon of sharing what wants to emerge from you. It's not following a strategy. It's not following someone else's structure. It's not getting another credential. It's not studying anything. It's simply you activating, igniting, unleashing the magic and the gifts and the wisdom that's already inside of you. This is what I do in my programs. Check out links, reviews below. Angel card is of cooperation. The angel wisdom suggests you use your skills and talents for the common good. Eliminate power struggles, conflict, and competition, which come from an ego desire to win. Cooperation for the highest good promotes harmony and togetherness and draws the best from everyone. And this is the energy of unity, not separation. Cooperation draws the best from everyone. Make it your aim that everyone has a sense of satisfaction from work done. Then you become a spreader of goodwill and harmony. Your angel guidance is to bring people together and explore how you can mutually assist each other. That's what I said I felt called to do, specifically from chapter 15 and 16 of this book. Get your copy. I mean, it's written in a way that you can personalize it, but exercises and practices so much to the rear in how you can gain greater clarity on what your unique style is for you and how you can bring that out from you, living from the inside out, drowning out the noise of the outside world and allowing your expression to emerge. And that's fully what you're here to do in Radiant Shine, and how it benefits your health, your vitality, because you're being yourself. You're no longer masking or performing. You're just allowing yourself to be. You're in your authenticity, and authenticity is the highest vibration frequency, which magnetizes more of the resonance of the truth of who you are to you. You experience more love. You experience divine blessing. You experience profound gratitude and joy, because that is being magnetized to you through your vulnerable, truthful authenticity. Your attitude of sharing ensures that you benefit in turn, for the angels bless your endeavors. The affirmation says, I cooperate with everyone. Let me know if this has resonated with you. Thank you for your recent emails and messages and comments. Appreciate you. Keep commenting, keep sharing how I may add more value to you in a future video. And before closing, I'd like to invite you into this exercise again. what you're wanting to experience in your reality. Invite it fully into your body, invite it fully into your being, invite it in expansiveness, in breath work, to breathe in your prosperity, your expansion, your joy, your love for yourself. Take actions that are loving of you, that are kind and compassionate of you, that are giving you the best, that are giving you the self-care that you need, the nurturing, that are pouring into your goals and your visions and your dreams, that are taking care of your environment, that are taking care of your projects, that are taking care of your rest and relaxed nervous system, that are taking care of your joy, that are taking care of your belief and confidence with conviction and certainty that you deserve the absolute best and are blessed. How that feels, the relief from any pressure, stress, constriction, limitation, letting that be removed from your being and allowing yourself to invite in openness, possibility, magic, opportunity, joy, expansion, and take action towards that. Whether you're giving yourself rest, whether you're doing breath work, whether you're surrendering to meditation, whether you're doing gratitude practice or journaling on that, or whether you're boldly sticking on your trainers and getting out the door and going for a run while listening to high vibe music. If you like a playlist, just drop me a message for that visualization, creative power, imagination, how you can get on the frequency and expand in your energy as a potent manifestation practice. And also take action on what it is you truly want. If you do that practice of connecting to your heart and soul and get clear, what does my heart truly want? What do I truly want to experience? What would truly give me happiness right now? And not in the sense of instant gratification, like going for coffee somewhere, yet perhaps connecting with somebody, perhaps reconciling in a relationship that you value, perhaps reaching out to someone and asking for support if you need that and allowing yourself to receive, perhaps speaking on your truth in a way that allows you to unburden yourself and feel more lightness in your being and feel, oh, finally, I've let that out and I feel so much better for it, regardless of whether or not someone has heard me or understood me. I spoke and I feel better. Whatever that may be for you, again, thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. You deserve the best and you are abundantly blessed. See you in the next one. That's okay.